Alright everyone, so welcome back to game number 2 in the Warchief Club 17 Oceania. The grand final between Kyo and Sayark. Kyo picking his Rus this game, and he's up against Sayark's Holy Roman Empire. So it's nice, we're playing on one of the custom maps. I can't remember which this one is. I think it's Cauldron? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Cauldron. We've got plenty of water in the middle for our players to fight over. Reminds me of AoEIV's Oasis map in a lot of ways. A lot of close resources, and it's a fairly small map, but they're all fairly situated around this little oasis. So I'll check after this game, but I believe this is Cauldron. And yeah, we got Kyo actually able to do some berry gathering here at the moment. Sayark playing his HRE for the time being, is setting up to take out his hunt. So I just have to sneeze me head off. So I was going to say, you can put a mill here and you can get the berries, most of the hunt, and you get access to wheelbarrow. Clearing the hunt really obviously is going to deny that Rus gold, which Sayark's already going to try and go for, trying to pinch some of the deer, and being successful in doing so. He's taking his own hunts. In the meanwhile, hasn't managed to find this one just yet. He'll be scouting out to try and find it. So it looks like there's a good number of sheep on this map, but to say, where are Kyo's sheep? Finding another one over there in the corner. There's a couple more here and his main scout, so Kyo's going to have to look at transferring everything across onto the wood here. Oh, there we go, he's got more sheep hidden over here. I didn't see him. Got plenty of wolves here coming home for Kyo. Sorry, I was calling Sayark Kyo. So we've got Sayark here in the red trunk, sorry guys. While Kyo finding that top hunt as well. So this has been good for him. He's up to 180 gold at the moment. There's plenty of sheep there to kill as well. There we go, he's going to crack 250 now. So the importance of that is, being Rus, he's going to get another tier in his food gathering, which is the most important part, and as a little side benefit, he's also going to slightly generate slightly more gold, or generate it slightly quicker. So it's going to mean he's got slightly quicker access to his wood eco upgrades, and being able to put the gold into his stone to get a second town center, or get some early nights out in the field. So Kyo's looking really solid at the moment. Sayark in the meanwhile, this is a nice arch and chapel, because it's going to cover 2 food sources, 3 food sources now that he's shifted his deer across, as well as the gold and the wood. So he'll be on this for a long time, able to make use of it till age 3 if that's what he wishes to go for. But judging by the length of this replay, I don't know if he's going to want to go for a quick age 3 here, because Kyo will be serving up something hard and fast. He's already generated 300 gold out of the bounty, so he's in a great spot to take wheelbarrow and to do other things with that early gold, like I said. So between the little bit of extra gold that he's managed to generate out of the bounties, and the fact that he's got 250 and got such a nice cabin, which also sort of doubles the food there. Well, ideally he's probably going to want to throw one up over here anyway. Get on that hunt for the slightly quicker gathering that offers. Kyo trying to harass Sayark's villagers. He's not really going to get much out of this. He's just going to force the tower to come up perhaps a little bit quicker than desired. And now the tower's up, so Kyo's going to have to back out. He's not going to have enough to try and take the tower down by any means at this stage of the game. Really Buys him time to figure out what he wants to do. He's going to try and go for one of these boar quite aggressively, I think. No, he's actually going to try and tower Sayak's base and try... I mean, yeah, tower Sayak's base and really try and cut off this food eco. Slow down this empowerment out of the Archon Chapel. Just bearing in mind, Sayak has 20 villagers sitting under this in empowerment. Normally prelates can only empower 10 villagers, because of the cooldown time and the fact that it does eventually expire, but when they're inside the radius of the Archon Chapel, it's instantly applied, stays on them like an aura. So Sayak's really cut off from gathering any of this. Kyo's going to be able to push behind this. He'll get arrow slits as well. He'll even be able to start hitting these villages as well. Things looking nice for him. So Sayak has got to find a way to get through this. So we've got a Rus tower rush here at the moment. Kyo hasn't even towered back at home for the extra extra wood gen, because right now he really just needs to make this Archon Chapel wasteful for Sayak first. Make it hard to gather any resources from around here, so... Did dump some of his gold into buying stone then, I believe. So he hasn't actually gathered any stone. Here we go. He's brought back the villagers actually to go for fishing, because it's the fastest form of gathering food, and fastest form of gathering period, I think. So a knight now here in the mix, but we've got a pair of horsemen to try and wean this army off. So Sayak's having to get some spearmen out as well while he gets towards his age 3, which is going to be a little ways away at the moment. He's got to make sure he can get through this first. Okay, doing a wonderful job of controlling the map behind this. Okay, finding it hard to put... Sorry, Sayak finding it hard to put pressure on Kyoador from this position. In the meanwhile, his gathering is really tough. He's constrained to these sheep over here for his food at the moment. He probably needs to try and get over here on the top side of the map, or try and get onto the water himself if he can. Kyo is slowly going to try and choke him out from here. Let's keep applying the pressure and denying some gathering time. So Sayak needs to find a way to bust out of this, but Kyo be able to keep expanding his economy, you know, worry-free at this point. He could possibly even throw down a dock and start, you know, dock fishing here, getting some fishing boats, and relying on the fact that he doesn't need to worry about getting that second town center if he doesn't have the supply available or the gold in the bank to turn it into stone. So Sayak in the meanwhile got the blacksmith, but he's not managed to take any upgrades except for the ranged armor at the moment. Bowman in the mix there for Kyo now. Sayak's going to try and pick off the scout if he can, but Kyo has everything dancing on his doorstep. So he's not really wanting to send the cavalry too far astray, because then he's not going to have them to pick off the archers when they're rampaging through his base. So Kyo really has the boot on the throat at the moment. I hope Sayak can hold out to age 3 here, but I don't know if it's going to be possible, because Kyo is playing a really clean game. He's even getting siege engineering just so he can start getting the ram. Got a good number of the archers and a little bit of wood in the bank. He'll have 300 wood by the time that pops, so he can get the archers out. Sayak finding a way, or trying to find a way to pressure Kyo, but Kyo's managed to defend well. He's got that fortress there in case he needs to guard the villages or needs to start throwing some more down over here. He's just being a real pest to Syak at the moment. He's finding it hard to get the food he needs. Now he's got to start gathering food from over here and start transitioning to farms, and he's on HRE, so bit of a pain in the ass for him because he's got no intrinsic wood gathering benefits or farm cost reduction or gather rate benefits other than the prelate empower basically. And now the arch and chapel is really wearing off in value for Syak at the moment. In fact, he's probably best off having the prelate just up here at the wood, because really he'd be empowering more villages. He's only got 7 villages. Oh, there we go. He's got the second farm now, so but it's a big wood cost, and he hasn't got another prelate over here empowering these guys on the wood. So with a restricted to a wood food army as HRE, it's a rough time for Syak at the moment. While Kyo managing to fit the ram in, he's going to continue pumping out armory upgrades because it'll be very easy for him to do so at the moment. Marching drills, so increased infantry speed for Syak, but I wonder if he's better off just going for more armor or damage for his melee at this point. He does have melee armor, but he doesn't have melee damage. And he does have a full melee composition, so he probably could make use of that melee damage, perhaps even more than the infantry speed. Kyo continuing to add more forward military production here at the moment. Even going to add some spears of his own just to help wear down the horsemen, stop them from sitting on the bowmen so easily, because he's really got to keep them alive to be able to thin out the spearman count. And I think the score is a bit telling of the game. Kyo has really managed to seize the initiative in the matchup and make this quite hard for Syak to tech through this at all. So the emergency repairs, that little benefit of the HRE, the free repair on the tower, quite nice, but it does go on cooldown for a minute now. So the ram, 4 Kyo coming in now, but Syak, plenty of units here to try and repel this. Perhaps I was wrong about the infantry speed here. Those spears were able to get into the fight really quickly there. There's not much of a front line left for Kyo here at the moment, but he's got plenty of bows still standing. The tower's forcing a lot of villager attention on it, while being able to contribute to the fight as well. The ram still able to work away at the tower of Syak's at the moment. It looks like Kyo has just enough to overpower. Looks like Kyo has just enough to overpower Syak's forces at the moment. He's done a great job with the aggression in this game. Contrary to last game, which was a very slow game from both our players, and GG, Kyo takes the game, the series, and the tournament with this one. Well played, guys, and thank you for tuning in.